crowd, I have your attention. It's the 50th episode, and for that...
50 years?
Episode.
Man, 20 years already.
No, 50 years.
50 years?
Not years.
Time really flies when you're having fun, huh?
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Episode.
We don't even look 50 yet.
No.
That's so crazy.
No,
I wouldn't say 50.
Older, right?
Yeah.
Episode.
I don't think we've been alive
50 years.
Episode.
How old are you?
Not years! Just go and make another episode already.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do it. Sure.
Alright guys, welcome to the 50th episode of Parkour Journeys. Can't believe we made it to 50, mate.
Johnny!
So,
wheeling bends.
huh?
Just wheeling bends.
Oh, okay, cool. I hope you enjoyed the intro. I wanted to do something a little bit special for Parkour Journeys 50th episode. Obviously, if it had been a different circumstance, we would have gone somewhere special or taken a trip. But unfortunately, we're all on lockdown, so we have to save that for something else, a later occasion. No worries though. We just tipped up at this, what we were hoping was going to be a spot, but it's not really a spot. However, there is a nice shot through this archway that I can get with the drone that I want to include in the intro, which by now you've already seen. I'm going to shoot through the archway and then zoom out to the cathedral, and then that'll zoom out into the earth. Yeah, so this is pre-training, and we're just getting those shots. We're actually gonna test out going to a roundabout today, which we put off doing because it's a little bit more public. But we're gonna try and find like a kind of out of the way one. We're really running out of spots to train at, so we're gonna just see what happens. All right, this is a pretty out of the way underpass spot. Definitely some challenges to be had here. Thanks for all the nice comments about Chelsea's ankle, by the way. How sweet was that?
Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
nice.
How are you getting on with your ankle?
Yeah, it's going alright, I think.
Yeah.
Slow, isn't it, really?
Yeah. How long do you think you'll have off?
I don't know, like at least 3-4 weeks. I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be working out in the
Some
background
yoga.
of the video.
Yeah.
Comment below how many times Chelsea's in the background working out.
It's officially reached that time of heat where it's actually harder to warm up than easier. It's bloody boiling today, and that means that it's kind of sluggish when you first start moving around. So start with some basics. It takes less time to stretch, but more time to kind of get your head in the game. Just had a little look at this jump over here from this rail, up to there. I was having a little look at it. Kieran came along, who was already working on a lovely line from Tic Tac over here, and he generously gave over his run to me because I could do the Kong up for free. Such a wealth of creativity coming from that mind. So at the moment I've just got to do good justice to this and try and get this Kong up to pre, which is actually, it's not small. The hard part about this is why it's hard, it's because when I do the Kong up onto the rail, I have to try and get balls of my feet right on the rail. So if I get any kind of this action, then there's no way that I'm ever going to make the pre-up. So I need to Kong, get my toes right on the edge there, which by the way I have to look down to make sure is happening, and then quickly look up and hope to make it to the pre. Bang, unlocked, hopefully. This is part 2, so I haven't even looked at this yet. Tic Tac off here, pre to this rail. Actually, the best bet I think is going to be to push quite far this way. That way I get the best chance of the Kong pre up on the highest part there. And then some kind of wangle down that I haven't figured out yet. Let's have a little look at the Tic Tac pre first.
Now's the turn where I tell you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to jump from here, step through on that rail, come over here, vault over this, jump to that rail, probably flip, I don't know, try and figure out something cool or fun for me to do, maybe a challenge, maybe chilled, who knows. As long as you're having a good time, right? Easy. The camera angle may move, so I'm jumping to this rail. I feel like someone's trying to make a point.
Always try to stay 2 meters apart. Do not meet others outside your household, even friends and family. Stay home.
3, 2, 1. So technically I did all of that, but I've only got the whole run with the crane at the end and not with the pre, and we filmed the pre with just the end bit. So just for peace of mind, I want to make sure I can do the whole thing all the way through.
You can now only go out when absolutely necessary for food. You can now only go out when absolutely necessary.
Go. Yo. And he said it couldn't be done. We're gonna head off now though, aren't we?
Yeah, just in time. Happy with that. Bang.
That dude was... I imagine he probably, I'm sure he thought he was doing the right thing, but as you all are aware, we all live together. Parkour is a form of exercise. So we've been approached by the police and spoken to them, and they said it was absolutely fine. It's the weirdest kind of thing that's happened. I never had anyone just try and drown you out from the spot with playing really loud, obnoxious sound. We get the message. We're not, everybody's extremely aware of what we're supposed to be doing. That's why we're doing it within the guidelines. But blanked me completely, completely ignored me, which is, you know, like if you've got a point, if you've got something you want to put across, or you disagree with something, like be open to discuss it with people, because different opinions and nothing could get concluded if you just ignore everybody around you. So it's a good example of what not to do when you disagree. Talk to someone, be willing to do that.
Kieran and I have eyed up 2 challenges on this kind of a non-spot on our way to the next spot. I'm going to do this Kong Pre, hopefully. It's like a very short run up and then like quite a high Kong to quite far away rail. So that's my current jam. We'll see how that goes. And Kieran wants to do 180 pre and get his first proper back full out of a line. But there is a slope and a river. It's not the nicest of places to do anything, is it really?
Never is, mate.
Never is. That's not the point, is it?
You've got what you want in the worst place, or none at all, but the best place.
Yeah. Getting really good. Finally found this new technique to do a Kong to a rail. You can apparently just stick a foot out and kick the rail.
No one really knows this, but Kieran hates twists. Kieran is mean.
The run up has become wet, so now I have a reason to say that it's harder. Oh dear. Oh man. You alright?
Liam's right, the floor's slippery. His takeoff and my landing. Which is why I'm led down, not for enjoyment, but through necessity.
Bare necessities.
The bare necessities. I want to get grass itch now.
Yes.
You were ready.
Oh, got it, and I slipped on every single step. Very hot. And Kieran and I are unfortunately very, very tired, so we think we're probably done for the day. It's not been loads that we've done, but still some good stuff. Anyway, we're going to pick up the rest of this episode on Sunday, and we're going to be more wise and hit some more shady spots, as in the shade, not sketchy. See you on Sunday. And we're back. Did you miss us? It's been 2 whole days. We are heading to new spot today, yeah, which we're playing our cards right so as not to zap our energy early, because yeah, new spot's in the shade, which means we should be able to last a little bit longer. And here we are. It looks a bit overgrown actually. It's getting pretty shabby around the edges. All right, so I found myself a little challenge. I think one of the two of these, I'm gonna either right foot, left foot cat leap, or I'm gonna come from over there and just do step up off the corner here and cat leap, or maybe 1, 2. Then grab this 360 cat, which I currently have not learnt, and then quite a large 180 cat to a rather small wall. So, you know, that's actually going to be quite challenging, so I'm excited. Let's do it. So the first thing I've got to try, which I'm not comfortable with yet, is getting the 360 cat from pole to pole. So let's work on that. Spazzed out my finger, but I definitely got one there. So if I can get this smooth, it could really work in the run. Alright, I think we'll call that a check on the actual back roll thing, but now to the 180. It's quite slow, like low, and probably quite hard to grab. I'm working on a more of a flippy kind of run, which is, I tend to chuck a flip in or whatever sometimes, but not like one after another. It's really weird, I find it, for me anyway. Disorientating, man, that's what it is. Step up, do a little side flip, boom, land in this spot, which is on top, on my feet, hopefully. And then it's nice and simple, pop over this, but try and land back down into this position. That's the setup, because this sets me up for having my hand here, pop my other foot there, and just doing a macaco over the top, back into the back wall, and then do a backflip off, and then from there it's going to kind of wind into an A twist, double leg out. In the sense that we are somewhere where, again, we've been free. Okay, I'm not arguing, we're just trying to explain.
It's just that because we've been told by the police that we were allowed to do it, we're just a bit confused as to...
Somebody at Salisbury's told you that?
Yeah, do you want me to show you the video of it?
Yes,
yeah, sure.
The economy's fucked. Everything's fucked in the world at the moment, and you're worried about jumping over bits of words.
Well, it's, I mean,
it's a sport, parkour, it's like legitimate.
It's our passion, and it's like it's our form of exercise.
Well, you'd rather do this than die of some horrible disease that's going around.
Well, we're keeping well away from everyone, man, and we live together, obviously.
Yeah.
So you know, we're well out of the way. We're not in any real public space. We're, you know,
we are following, from what we understand, we are following the guidelines.
That's been posted on YouTube.
The video, yeah.
Are you filming us?
Yeah.
I'm not happy that we're complying with the regulations.
Okay.
Like I say, this virus that's going around that is actually killing people, and you're deciding you're going to come out in the public domain rather than stay at home. Advice. Right. So I'm going to ask you to go home. If you don't, then I will issue you a ticket.
Okay.
Okay.
So
What is a verbal ticket? Just out.
Yeah.
the way that we're issuing the tickets.
What does that mean?
You don't get a copy of the ticket.
Is it a fine?
It's a fine, yes.
Right. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Right. So
Sure.
I can understand your frustration, lads, but basically, we're trying to protect you and other people. So if there is
Yeah,
another person that walks past,
Of course.
or the fact that we've had to come and speak to you now,
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got it, I don't know if you've got it.
Sure.
If I
Yeah.
then have to go somewhere else, speak to someone, and I've called it off of you, I
Yeah.
might have to go to an old person's house in a minute, or go to a person with a baby,
Yeah.
and that's how it's all been spread.
Okay,
So
completely appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm trying to explain to you how actually this is really
Yeah,
important.
we didn't expect to be having to be talked to again because obviously it's happened before and we've been told it was okay, so that's why it was.
We don't, like, there's 5 different teams at the moment, so it's not like everybody sees each other every day.
Sure.
Nobody knows who everybody's interacting with.
Yeah.
Jump in your garden.
We don't have a garden. We're in the flats.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
yeah, like I say, it's tough in a moment, isn't it?
By the way, to these guys.
Yeah.
Of course. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Thank you.
Yeah, our pleasure.
Alright, so
Okay.
that's my point of view then, fellas.
Sure.
Obviously, another officer's told you something different, and we're getting updates on the guidelines every day.
Yeah.
Beyond that day, there might be less stringent restrictions from the government, whereas today, they don't want people out messing around, they want people at home, staying safe, protecting the NHS, looking after themselves and everybody else.
Okay,
So
mate.
I appreciate where you're coming from, fellas.
Yeah.
You live in a flat and this is your form of exercise.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, actually, it'd be safer if you were at home.
Right. Okay.
Right? So that's my point of view.
Sure. Okay, mate.
Alright, I'm sorry that you're getting different stories from different officers,
Yeah.
but that's my point of view. Right, so I'm going to ask you to move on.
So unfortunately, we are going to have to stop now because, I mean, hopefully picked it up on the camera, but the officer that we just spoke to has contradicted the other officer that we spoke to before and said that we are now not allowed to do parkour.
He doesn't see parkour as being a form of exercise.
Yeah, he said we should be running or cycling or something like along those lines. I mean, it's difficult to understand that. Yeah, I guess he's probably someone who doesn't really understand parkour anywhere near as much as the other guy did, because you know he's describing it as jumping over wood and being silly. So that's a real shame, because that's just a bit of a lack of understanding, and it was unfortunate because we were being as polite as possible, and it felt a bit like there was, you know, we showed him a video of the other guy saying it was okay, and this was only 2 weeks ago, so it's not like the rules had actually changed. Apparently they're getting updates every day and this is not okay now. So we're not really sure what's going to happen now. I mean, we've been told to go home. We can't finish this episode, that's for sure, which is a shame. 50th episode, bit of a weird way to finish it. I don't know.
Our imagination.
It was difficult because he did say, he was like, you know, he said these words, from my point of view, it's not okay. So it's really difficult to know whether that meant like, okay, this policeman, if he catches us, it's not okay, or you know, what policeman are we allowed to be okay with? It's like really inconsistent, which is a shame. So we're happy to abide it. It's not like we're trying to be disruptive. We're just trying to keep doing, you know, the thing that we love to do
Within the guidelines.
and it is completely within the guidelines. We're in a spot that is completely abandoned. No one even goes there. We're completely out of the way of the public, more than 2 meters away. We live in the same house, and we were doing our form of exercise. We weren't out for any more than an hour. Not that that's even part of the guidelines, but that's what we were doing. And I just didn't really want to hear it. So it sort of put it across like we were endangering the NHS and we were endangering other policemen and stuff. You know, we're more than happy to stay 2 meters away and explain our point and everything. So it's just a real shame. And just inconsistent information with the powers that be, which sucks.
Just remember that it was his opinion. So, and again, from what we understand, it's not within the guidelines that you cannot do parkour as a specific thing. It's a form of exercise. I don't know what it's going to be. We don't know what it's going to be like around where you are from. Your police might have a completely different idea of it. Just try and stay secluded in your spaces, and don't be afraid to talk about difference of opinion, but just try and be respectful. Whether as soon as someone's got a badge, sometimes it's a bit harder to argue because they feel like they can't have a discussion, because that's exactly what we're trying to do, discuss.
Yeah, and like you saw before with the other policeman, perfectly fine to have a discussion with us. Like, there was no perceived argument, but you know, it's difficult because we're just trying to find out what's okay, and anything that we say back to them, they sort of perceive as back chat and all that kind of stuff, which I can understand. I know there are arseholes out there who are dicks to the police, so they're just used to dealing with people like that, but unfortunately that's not who we are, and we would have appreciated a bit more of a, you know, equal respect, exactly. Yeah. So, but as well, let's not forget that they're under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
A lot of people are under a lot of pressure, and you know, he was of the opinion that, or he was very much aware that, you know, people are dying and all this, so I can understand why he may have been less than courteous. So I mean, it's just that we've been told like what to do, and we're not understanding why, and that's kind of why we're upset about this. It's not like the guy wasn't doing his job right or anything like that. We're not trying to attack the police. It's just a shame, because we're not sure if there's like a governing body who's then going to be telling all of the police different rules, or you know, what the real legitimate exact rules are. So it's difficult. Like, how can we be in trouble with one set and not another set? It's confusing. You may see from us next week. Actually, we do have a household episode planned, so maybe we can do one of those. So we'll do that next week and see what else we can come up with. We will be resilient. We will try and strive on. And I'm sorry this has been a rather shit episode, but we'll see you next week. All right. Mwah. Thank you for sticking by us for 50 episodes. It's been really amazing to keep doing this. And you know, this is our passion. This has been our passion project for 2 years now, and we're coming out with them every week now, which is awesome, and it's been so fun, and we want to keep doing it, and hopefully this doesn't damper that too much. But yeah, thanks very much for sticking with us. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for the comments, thank you for just watching and enjoying, and we hope you do and continue to enjoy these. Yeah, much love. All right, anything to add, my man?
Just ready yourself and fill yourself with the imagination sensation.
Do fucking
Can you believe it's been 50 years?
I can't believe it's been 50 years, man. 20? No, 50 years.
It doesn't even feel like 50 years.
50, we're not even 50 years old yet.
It doesn't make any
I guess
sense.
time flies when you're having fun, right?
That's what they say.
That's what they say. Lines off by heart, mate.